Make no mistake, this is a big one. This is a way good one. This is one for the ages. This, on this 138th day, 139th day, is that right? Hold on. Computer. Yes, it's true. We're on day 139 of Office Hours. Office Hours, of course, is the Five Nation check-in fandom of all the projects. Scam School, Modern Rogue, all the way on Twitter, on X.com. God help us, even LinkedIn, and of course, twitch.tv/nightattack. Hey, I'm Brian Brushwood, and we continue our arc of going through Scam School. We call it Scam School School. Scam School was the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. Scam School School is the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. These beautiful, fine folks are the elite, the hardcores, the Diamond Club. What do you get for being the Diamond in the Diamond Club? My full attention, for one. Did you guys ever notice? Hold on, let me do this. I'm going to zoom on over here. Wait for it. We're getting there, almost there. Look at that. That's you guys right there. Immortalized in beautiful, gorgeous glitz and glamour neon. How do you get in the Diamond Club? You show up. That's the only coin of the realm. You can't buy your way into the Diamond Club. Although it doesn't hurt if you become a patron over at patreon.com/modernroad. But the important part is today we're going to talk about the most underrated episode, the most underrated trick. The episode is fine. You'll see it's got some issues. We had talent acquisition issues. The trick landed okay, but you'll see what I'm talking about. As always, we're going to watch the entirety of the episode. You guys post your questions in the comments. I will answer all of them. But for now, let us begin with A Few Pennies for a Beer, episode 38 of Scam School. This episode of Scam School brought to you by Netflix. Welcome to the Graduate School of the Gutter, Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. And part of pulling off a great con is getting a moment where the mark is convinced that they're the ones who have a leg up on you. And I don't know of a single gag that does it as well as the penny prediction. What's going on, dude? I'm Brian. Mark, Casey, and Eddie. It's a pleasure to meet you guys. All right. I'm going to do a little prediction here. We're going to do a little mind-reading prediction, future-telling, that kind of thing. I am going to make a prediction. I don't have, you guys have the pen and the paper. I'm going to make my prediction using pennies. So I'm going to pull out, hold on. Don't look at my prediction. This is a secret prediction. Hold up. All right. There we go. I've made my prediction. I will not be changing my prediction. All right. Here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to take that pen and that note card. I want you guys to think, you guys can whisper together. All right. I want you to think of a 2-digit number between 1 and 100. Don't tell me. Don't let me see. And the prediction will wait. This is another power of editing moment. Not 99, that's too obvious. What about 72? No, that's too obvious. 24? No, that one's too obvious. No, I'm sure he's thinking of 36. No, don't. Keep in mind, this is only a starting point, so it doesn't really matter what you come up with.
Wait, write it down on the paper, dude.
Yeah, write it down on the top. Don't let me see it. Because we're going to do a little bit of math. You guys can handle a little bit of math, right? Okay, good. I want you to take the 2 digits of that number, add those 2 digits together, and I want you to subtract that amount from your number. We're working it out. Some heavy-duty calculations going on here. All right, so you should have a new number now, right? Yeah. Okay. Take the 2 digits of that number and add them together. Okay. All right? Whatever number that comes up with, divide it in half.
down whatever you're at now. I'm a little bit fearful. All right, would you be amazed if that was the exact number of pennies I had in my hand?
I would be shocked. Yeah. I mean, really, really impressed.
You would buy me a beer?
I would probably get hurt by you there.
Pinky swear you'll buy me a beer if I got it? Yeah?
Pinky swear that he'll get hurt by you.
All right, well, how much was it?
4.5.
Yeah, because that's what I guessed.
Thanks, man. And he's the one that said he's gonna get you, dude.
It'll be a Guinness. There you go. You like that one?
Yeah, that was great.
There you go. Let me walk you guys through the math here. By the way, thank you very much. You guys were very good sports.
Hey, the 4-year-old here.
All right, here we go. So here's the way it works.
Right.
Okay. This is a mathematical principle for like a rule of 9 or some crap like that. And it turns out whatever number you come up with, right? Pick a number. Say any two-digit number.
82.
82, right? 82. If you take those two digits and add them together, you get 10. And if you subtract them, it always comes out to be a multiple of 9. And when you add those together, 7 plus 2, you get 9. Divided by 2, you get 4.5. Right? Same thing. Well do it again. We'll pick another number.
Again.
Yeah, well, we'll do it for the camera, though.
67.
67, right? 67. You're going to take the two digits and add them together. You get 13. 67 minus 13 is 54. 5 plus 4 is 9. Divided by 2 is 4.5. So if you follow those steps, it doesn't matter what number you come up with, it'll always come out to 4.5.
Well, I want to know how you cut the pennies out.
All you have to do is get some garden shears or some tin snips. In fact, I think I actually used some regular kitchen shears just to cut this in half. That's the only preparation. And what's beautiful is the whole setup. The fact that I'm telling you, I reach into my pocket and I'm fumbling around with coins, and I'm all like, I'm going to make a prediction using pennies. I'm saying all these things so that it creates an image in your mind where it never occurs to you that it's possible to have 4.5. Exactly.
I was fucking excited to have like the 4.5.
Exactly. Well, that's what. That's right.
No way.
And think about it. It's like, what's it take to keep a half penny in your pocket at all times? It takes up no space, and it's great because it gives you guys the opportunity to feel superior. It's great when you got somebody who's giving you a hard time.
I would probably give it so that's a great way to get free drinks for the bar.
Exactly, right? That's sort of the idea, though. But I'm glad you guys enjoyed it, man. Thank you so much. You guys were awesome. Appreciate it. Now remember, the key to making the penny prediction work is by creating that moment where the mark is convinced that they've got a leg up on you. The moment you say, if I have exactly that many pennies in my hands, and you see a sly smile appear on their face, you know you are home free and you won yourself a free beer. Now before we go too far, I do want to thank the person who taught me this gag, Mr. Jim Tyler, who you can actually check out online. He's got a lot of great stuff, including a fantastic book of bar scams that he wrote. Now let's talk about your homework assignments. I want you to open your hymnals to the book of Netflix. Turn to the chapter of The Spanish Prisoner. I love this movie. It was written by David Mamet. It's got Steve Martin in it. It's got Ricky Jay. And if you're not familiar with Ricky Jay's other stuff, he's a very talented magician and really interesting guy. You're going to get some insight into the deep thinking that goes into a long con with this movie. And you're going to get some insight as to how the actual Spanish Prisoner con works. Now, if you don't have Netflix, here's what you're going to do. The Netflix plans start for $4.99.
All right. They're not paying me for this, and so I will. I mean, you guys know what Netflix is. I do an entire show where all I do is talk about Netflix. Oh, wait, here we go.
Credit, they don't give us money, and we don't get to give you scam schools anymore. Now let's do a little bit of Q&A. This time we have a special video question.
Hey, Brian. I was wondering if, as a kid, you were into magic and scamming like you are today. What was the little brushwood like? I can just imagine you small and still spiky hair and such.
Well, I'm sorry to report that little Brian Brushwood did not have spiky hair, but he did have a passing interest in magic, one that I promptly gave up when I discovered girls. I think that's sort of how it usually works with magic. Now, I did get into Magic again right before I left for college. A friend of mine showed me a card trick, and he made the mistake of refusing to show me how it worked. It made me so mad that out of spite, I decided I was going to become a better magician than he was. That's what started me on this whole mad descent into Magic, and that trick was actually the key card. So when I say the key card's a good trick, I mean, I mean it. It's the one that got me all the way into Magic. If you have a question you'd like to post, you can actually make it in video format and post it at the boards at revision3.com/scamschool, or feel free to write me directly at brian@revision3.com. Now, next week, we got a very special episode. We're going to select one lucky viewer to come and clean my house. And until then, I think there's a pint somewhere that's got my name on it. Where is that pint? Welcome to the show. That's not the intro. All right, ready? Part of pulling off a great con means manufacturing the moment in the mark's mind. That's too many M's. Manufacturing the moment in the mark's mind that's bad writing is what that is. That's my fault. I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and tonight's gag was a great one because I don't know. What did I say the first time that was so... I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and part of pulling off a great con is making a moment in the mind of the mark. There's too many M's. It's just MMM. Now remember, the key to making the Now remember, the key to pulling off the penny prediction, there it is, it's the P's again. It's not those M's, it's the P's. All right.
Yeah!
Catch me in your hometown. Now you can get live updates about Scam School meetups, follow my tour schedule, and join live online practice sessions by following me, Brian Brushwood, on Twitter.
It's a hilarious new place to, to cancel people. It's liability incarnate. Everybody get on Twitter. This was a great episode, guys. It's a very, very good trick. The guys were a little bit buzzed. Those Irish roommates were adorable, I thought. But here, take a look at in this moment. By the way, you could kind of tell that Brian's hitting his groove. He knows how to keep conversation afloat. He recognizes the moments of the future. This was the moment that I loved. It only flashes for a couple of seconds, but you can see Brian staring at his note cards, trying to remember the how-tos of everything. And you can see me not putting on a show, but instead like psyching myself up. Yeah, no, that's a definitely flashpoint moment. There's Captain MG. Captain MG, this is after we met at the previous shoot and then coming back in again. I think he was starting to get interested. Maybe he was already my assistant by then. That'd be amazing. Yeah, Kuro Metariku points out that weird that a guy named Brian Brushwood has a predilection for alliteration. It's not lost on me. Like, Brian Brushwood does sound like a Marvel superhero secret identity name. This trick is great. You can tell it gets... this is a case where if we were doing it nowadays, we'd have more on-screen elements, and it would be edited for pacing, because the steps aren't that many. In fact, we could do it right now. The way I might phrase it nowadays would be think of a 2-digit number. Okay, you got one? Great. Now think of those 2 digits, add them together, and you should come up with a single-digit number. You got one? Great. Subtract that from the number. All right, you guys all should be doing that. Let me do it myself. And now you have a new number. This is the anchoring point that I didn't do. Forget about all the other numbers. You got a new number now. In that new number, I want you to take the 2 digits and add those together. That's your almost final number. Now, your almost final number, I want you to divide by 2. Now you got a final number, right? What would you say? And hopefully that phrased it a little bit better, where each of you guys were able to go through those steps on there. Then, 4.5 is where we end up with. Let's do hellos to everyone. Oh, this is from yesterday. Hello, Wago from yesterday. Hello. Oh, yeah, it's Adam from yesterday. And then finally, here we go. Kuro Metariku. Princess Judith, Banterat, Dylan Theus, the old schooler, the Mike Ruler, Nicholas George, Flying Car 100, Current Day Wago, Current Day Kuramitoriku, Matt York, and the Flying Car 100. Darth Minos asks, did I meet the goal of being a better magician than that person? I don't know, man. He does good magic. I certainly met the goal of being more known for my magic than he did. He works in the upper tiers of Hollywood nowadays. But he gets me into the Magic Castle whenever I head out there. And yes, Nicholas George, that was OMG Chad before I had ever even met him. It was just somebody. Oh man, I bet I could find the original email, but it was basically, hey, here's a video question. Oh, you know what? It would have been in the Revision 3 forums, which are still locked up somewhere in the Internet Archives. Got to find that. But of course, yeah, that's wild. So we're coming out of Jonathan Pritchard being my assistant, coming into Captain MG with OMG Chad all the way out in the fan area. Didn't we revisit this scam with DJT in a later episode? I expect so. It wouldn't surprise me. And isn't it wild that I didn't even call him Diamond Jim? Like, we had met just a few times at conferences. I think it was at the TAOM that he showed that one to me and mentioned that he has a book, Bamboozlers. I'm glad that I got that plug in. Nowadays, it's a lot more low friction, the fact that this is before I had the online store or anything. So nowadays, it's a lot easier to just put it on as an item in the store. Speaking of which, guys. Oh, yeah, that was pretty funny. My example was 6-7. I did notice that as well. I thought that was pretty good. Yeah, forget yesterday, Wago. Oh, is OMG Chad not uploading anymore? I wonder what he's up to these days. I know he had the Minecraft channel, but he's also got the OMG Chad channel, and I know that I don't know what the latest. I owe him a catch-up call. I'll tell you what, this has been an extraordinary time at South by Southwest. A lot of familiar faces. I told you about hanging out with Jim Lauterbach. Yesterday, we shot a whole segment about crowds and socialization in the middle of a bunch of crowds with a bunch of socialization. It was really good. And then today, well, actually, I don't want to spill on today. Today, there's some friends in town who I'm very excited to see. How about that? That's about it. That's nice and good. He's GMO Chad. He does produce aisle videos. that would be good. All right, let's take a look at, place your bets, people. Place your bets. This episode was posted 16 years ago. How many views do we think it got? Let's see. There we go. I'm being very careful. Oh, wait. I just showed you guys. I went down too far. That's hilarious. It's 14,000 views. Yeah, man. 14,000 views. 8.9. Yeah, 14,000 is awfully low for this one. This is a really, really good trick. But again, it was part of the bulk download era. So here, we can actually, here, I'll switch accounts. We could take a look at the analytics on this one, find the story of it. I do like that we're running into people jumping ahead and figuring out the next one in there. Look at that retention graph. 82% by 2 minutes and 34 seconds. 5% at the end. Yeah, that tracks. That's extraordinary. I wonder what the reach looks like. So click-through rate. Let's do all time. Wait for it. Gathering data. Gathering data. Gathering data. Go on. Or don't gather data. Just sit there. Why not? There we go. Yeah, so the click-through rate. Oh, that's hilarious that it spikes as high as 50%. That is more an artifact of it not being shown very often. Okay, so now let's do the comments on it. Hey, there we go. The one on the right looks exactly like Ellen Nemanga from Primordial. He also sounds Irish. Interesting. There were definitely strong Irish vibes with those two. Brian. 132 lip lock. Let's see. They do look like they're kids. Not gonna lie. No lies detected. They do look straight out of Central Casting. If you need like, if you needed a Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, then these would be the ones. That's amazing. Oh my God. I'm 11 years late and just checked. No lies detected. That was great. So if I pick a number between 10 and 19, I have to skip a step. Don't think so. You'd just end up with 9, right? Aw, sweet pear. Here, let's do a heart emoji. There we go. Reply. Watch a new video. I don't know what that means. Get rid of the hair. Never. Except I totally did and sold out when I got a TV show. I hope you're happy. The world is less interesting now, and you should be ashamed. XOXO, Brian. There we go. 2-digit number between 1 and 100. Yeah, language is weird. You gotta kinda say everything twice for people to understand, I guess. Brian. The only reason that doesn't work is because people at a bar ain't thinking that smart. Yeah. This is an early in the evening kinda trick. For sure. I dislike that guy's hair. How do you feel about it 13 years later? We'll just see. Magic Rocks 97, I don't know. Your video camera appears to have a few stuck pixels or something. It's really annoying. OMG, yes. You discovered it. One of the cameras did. I'm just reading this 14 years later. Did you guys catch it? Here, let's see if you guys can spot it. That's a great way to get free drinks at the bar. Yeah. I didn't really know what to say at that part. either. Yup, yup, yow. Yeah. So yeah, see if you guys can spot the stuck pixel. It's on one of the two cameras. It's a little white dot. I don't think it's... I want to say it's in the upper right. I don't know where. It's one of those things where it's like once you see it forever. Like it'll actively ruin all these episodes. You'll say, this show was never good. And then it's so bad you're going to say, take away the spikes. I don't know where it is. Keep an eye out for it. You're going to see it sometimes. As long as we're in San Francisco, from here through the rest of the run, you'll always see that stuck pixel if you can find it. Yeah, Banterat, it's really interesting. People got really upset. And to be honest, to be clear, I understand the impulse, because if you're in person, an outrageous style choice is really an invitation to be open and be interesting. It's willing to say like, yep, I'm ready to have a conversation at all times. That's why I did this. And to be honest, like, people want to bag on Josie's fashion choices between her green hair and her awesome glasses or septum piercing. All of that is an excellent counterpunch to the extremely kind, loving person that she's in. And you want that counterpoint in there. So in my case, wearing the spikes was, trying to look like a video game character was a good counterpoint to my open and honest energy. All of that works in person to person. But when you're watching something on a screen, there's already a power dynamic. You're the one investing your time to watch this thing. And so it's like, why? Like, dude, you're already on screen. I clicked on you. Why are you yelling at me with this bombastic hair? And the truth is, all things being equal, if there was a way to flip-flop between the two, then I would, but it's a very dedicated cut, and the goop, the beeswax that goes in there made it very difficult to change gears. And so, yeah, being nice is punk rock. I like that, Taylor Latest. That's exactly how I feel. I feel like, now, of course, being performatively nice is the realm of unkind dipshits, players of social games, your zero-sum ladder climbers. I have no place for that. I'm all about frontier mentality of being out there on the horizon, making gold claims with other prospectors, like you guys. I mean, like what we're doing right now. We're exploring a new space to see what's possible. I do like the idea of engaging spikes. We did a film riot on that. We're about to come up to the film riot era, where we got to find a bunch of those. Okay, let's check in on the agenda. We've got... I wrote the word sound gremlin. Does anybody know? Oh, I do know what the sound gremlin is. All right, I'm going to get here. The sound gremlin, I'm wondering if any of you guys have an idea on how or why. There we go. There we go. So there's one critter that is changing all of the sounds, the sound levels. Here, we'll take a tour of the back end of Windows sound system. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so if I go to the sound settings here, and I go to sound settings, there's one setting that is absurdly, obscenely hidden. So a problem that happens is, in general, this line right here, when I'm talking, we want it to hit this little bright green level right here when I'm talking. If it's quiet background music I'm talking over, we want it to hit right there. So like right here, we have a good mix between the two, right? And then when we come in, then the music is more prominent. And then we're back down to this in a comfortable way. However, every so often, this will like barely rise above this. And I'm like, what's going on? Here's how dead simple they made it to find the problem. First, go to settings. And in all of these words, go to sound panel. Then in all of these words, go to the second tab, recording. Then select the right microphone. Double click on it. Then click on the third tab in levels. And there you finally get to the input levels on there. I put it at 56, which is generally, according to some Reddit forum, is about right for getting the right levels out of a Rodecaster Pro 2. Now, here's the thing. Look at this. I'm going to turn this down. And now I'm real quiet at this 29. You hear how I'm quieter? I don't like it. I don't like it. I want it back at this, right? Now, here's the question. Who's the gremlin that's turning this down? Because look at this. If we go to advanced, oh, wait, exclusive mode. What is going on here? Wait a tick. Hold on. I'm not learning stuff live on the air, am I? Here, let's do this. There we go. I'm gonna grab a screenshot of this and I'm gonna say, boop. Yo, I'm on a quest to stop devices from turning down the microphone input level on my Windows PC. I've isolated that this is the area where stuff's happening, but I'm trying to figure out which program, whether it's Edge or vMix or something else, is turning down the input on this. What data can I give you and what tests can I do to figure out what's going on? And then here we'll do the, there we go, boom. And then it's gonna, I'm sure, say some version of, this thing. I'm a genius. I'm a computer who lies all the time. I'm your favorite lying robot. Okay. Yeah, you can narrow this down fast. Windows, an app's own auto gain, audio processing. Exclusive mode is enabled. So uncheck allow applications. That's what I did that before, but I'll do it again because you never know. Uncheck both. Uncheck and check. Yeah. Boom, boom. Got it. Look, wait, it already went back down just now. Guys, it went down when I asked ChatGPT. So look at this. All right, so here's what I'm checking right now. What if I get really loud? Oh my God, it's happening in real time. How about this? You were the culprit. ChatGPT, I'm using you in Edge, and just now when I asked a question, it started turning the mic down. We did it. We found the culprit. How do I stop that? Let's see what it says. It's the robots. The butler did it. Yeah, pretty much. Let's see what it says. I'll search for relevant details. You were the culprit, ChatGPT. I'm using you on Edge. It's Bingo. The strongly suggests is browser voice audio processing, not vMix. In Chromium-based browser, the microphone streams for voice audio are commonly ran through WebRTC. Look at this. This is actually good information. The Chromium issue threads explicitly note that AGC automatic gain control is on by default unless the site disables it, which means when ChatGPT hears voice and Edge get loud, the browser audio stack is probably trying to help. Best immediate fix, use the desktop app. Okay, well just knowing that this is where the culprit is makes a big difference. Turn off exclusive mode. Set Windows communications to do nothing. Well, I love that. So let's go to Windows communication. Okay, so let's check on... Oh, okay. Nope, that is already set to do nothing. Use headphones during ChatGPT voice. Okay, I don't want that. I do not see a normal user-facing Edge setting that says disable automatic microphone gain for control for websites. Chromium's own issue discussions frame this as something the website app requests or disables through media constraint. Really? That seems crazy that there's just no way to prevent Edge from turning down the Windows mic volume. Can you check again? I've got... I'll tell you what. Just finding the gremlin, I'm happy. We're good. I ain't worried. Yeah, ChatGPT is getting almost smart. Not actual smart. Almost smart. Smart-like. There is a thing worth trying. Oh, funny. Allow WebRTC to adjust input volume. In Edge, go to Edge Flags. Search for... Whoa. Whoa. Search for what? WebRTC. There we go. Oh, look at this, guys. Allow WebRTC to adjust the input volume. Aha! During a real-time call. Disable if microphone muting or clipping issues are observed when the browser is running and used for real-time call. This flag is experimental and may be removed at any time. Should I disable it? What's the fun in that? I guess I should. I'll disable it. But then I worry about how it's going to sound on like Google voice calls. Whatever. Disabled. Restart. We did it, boys. Ah! 18 billion things just opened up. Whoa! Including it's playing something in the background. Yep. Okay. Okay. We got this. Yeah. So now let's do this. Okay, so the question is... Yeah. Okay, so now... Let me do... this. Okay, so now... Let's open up that same guy. Sound settings, sound control, recording, microphone, levels. It's at 56. Okay, now this is a test of me using the voice dictation mic is there any way for you to see whether or not I'm going to be real loud and see if it affects the volume levels? Hey, now, sorry to everybody who's listening to that. I just now realized that you had to hear that. I don't know why I'm still talking in voice dictation mode. Now I'm cranking up the volume quite loud to see if that affects it. And then now, here we go. So the question, oh, did it get real quiet? I don't know. So my question to ChatGPT is, are you able to analyze the quality of the audio of this voice dictation that I just did? Boom. Look at that. It didn't move. We killed a gremlin. Okay. Well, I thought it would be harder than all that. There we go. I guess it just transcribed all that. It says, nope, I only get the transcribed text. Okay. Well, I don't want to do it. What if I don't want to do any of those things? So I guess really the only question that matters are you guys in Diamond Club. Are you guys happy with the? Oh, wait a minute. I just caught. Okay, so see that pop? Now I know how to fix that. So on this one, the position, the layers, it has QWOP on top of ITD, which is what I want. But then this one, I'll bet. Yeah. So what I want to do is move ITD down here. Hey. Oh, interesting. Okay. So here, I'm gonna let's throw some test chatter in there. Right, the good news is that now, there we go. That's good. But what I need to do is I need to, I don't know why those are down at the bottom. Let's see, I'm looking for, yeah, so for some reason we have both a little scroll at the bottom. Yeah. So we don't want it twice. We just want it once on this shot. So what I'll do is I'll take that and we're going to do horizontal ticker. We'll edit it and we'll just move it a little bit farther down. There we go. And then now I'm going to save it. Look, guys, 18 months in, we're finally making progress. Pew, 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 pew. Soon, it'll look like a real show any minute. Brian is testing a camera. Okay. So let's peek back in on that agenda. We got a sound gremlin. That's so great. Guys, that's so great. That's so great. Exclamation point. Gremlin Busters. Yep, this is a very underrated trick. I did this one on TV in New York. I wonder if I could find that footage somewhere. Oh, that's great. Hawk Worley says audio's good. That makes me extremely, extremely happy. What's a penny? Yep, let's address that part. I don't know that this trick works anymore, simply because nobody has pennies. So the question would be, what is a thing what do people carry on them nowadays? What would be a suitable replacement for pennies? We could discuss that in the chat over for patrons. Patreon.com/modernrogue. If you have a suggestion for something to replace a penny. Ooh, we got a new product. A new product. You guys can tell me whether or not it shows up. It's not officially released. It'll be officially released later today. So let's do... Oh, man. Did they change the color palette on this? They did. So now I have to alter the Luma key. Let me see. Let's see. If I go to this, go to color key, and go to the Luma key. Well, that's terrible. What? How do I? Oh, I guess there's that. Interesting. Well, that certainly pops better. Do we like the anti-aliasing? I'll not worry about it for now. But I'm looking at you. You had to go and add some off-white down here. Messing with me. That's fine. Okay, closing all that. Okay, so let's play this game. Head on over to Scam Stuff. And then just type in a search for the word Josie. Pew pew. There it is. The Josie Chronicles, Volume 1, 29 tricks, 3.5 hours long. Is that right? Look at that. That there's a bargain. No commercials, no searching around. Just 100% cool tricks with Josie. 29 of them. 29 best ofs, all in a collection. This will eventually be in the Roustabout Society for all of the folks who got Ballyhoo. It'll eventually roll out soon, but where this will be the thing I'm going to announce next. But it's great, man. It's got it just plows straight through. It's great because it sits on your phone. If you want to carry it with you, you don't have to be on no internet. Don't have to sit through no ads. It's just all those classic shenanigans. Pew, 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 pew. The black background is easier to read. Yeah. Unfortunately, it does. I don't know how much of it I want to make easy to read, though, because I think mainly this is here to give you a peek into where Brian's head is at a moment. So it's not so much meant to be a how-to for all of us, or the content. At any rate, look for an email. And by the way, of course, you guys should be signing up at signup.scamstuff.com. Signup.scamstuff.com. That's where the real talk happens, in your inbox. All right. And finally, oh yeah, Cliff Horn, crushing it. All-star. He hit me up inside the chat. Hell yeah, Matt York. Thank you very much for getting that list of all the time codes too, man. All right, guys, check this out. So Cliff Horn hit me with a twofer. He hit me yesterday with an email saying that, because you remember we're building out this clip system. So right now, I have the right idea, a clip thing onto which that'll fit on the shoe and go out. But the things that we needed to solve for are, how do we want to mount the flick button onto it? And how do we want to make a protrusion? It turns out Cliff Horn found the answer to both. Dig this. That is a flick button. There's a clip that you can print, that you can either 3D print, or I just bought 3 of them. They should be here later this week. But it's a molded clip that adjusts to the shape of, there we go, Flick.io accessories. There we go. See that? It perfectly fits on there. And then on top of that, he found this printables where it makes it into a big old push button. And so now, what I was thinking I might do, I don't know if I want to do it right now. No, I can't do it all over the phone. I was thinking about 3D printing. Maybe I'll do that offline, and I'll just do a test of one, and then we could actually do a remote. We could chase me down to the workshop, and we could print one of those out. But that'll be great, I think. Hello, Dovlavi. Hello, Jeff Eidson. Frosted spiked hair. Drives me nuts that anyone says frosted. That is a illusion. I did not frost my hair. What you are seeing, your brain understandably mistakes for frosting, is, if we zoom in, let's see. What you're seeing is the beeswax reflects. So that's actually just shine on my hair. But yes, the spikes are majestic. A crown I did wear upon my head at all times. We will consider bringing back the spikes in 10 pounds. Stick around. In 10 pounds, we can have this discussion. Whether or not it's a good look at this age, we'll get to find out. That'll be fun. Okay, so on my to-dos, hey, Lone Dog Eddie, good to see you, man. Oh, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. And hello, Che. Oh, that's great. Che got the shirts. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Awesome, Jeff Eidson. Yeah, you guys showed up just as I'm kind of ramping up. YouTube suggests why you should never buy a Razer laptop. Yeah, of course. So far, so good on the Razer laptop, by the way. It's been, right now, I'm really digging the mouse without borders setup. Like, look at this. This is a teleprompter that I just plugged in. This is running off the laptop. And then you got this over here. Doo-doo-doo. But treating us right. All right, well, I got a busy day today, so I'm gonna, as much as it pains me, I wish it was a lazy day, and I like the idea of us revisiting Hearthstone again. But, later today, this afternoon, we're gonna do a premiere of an honest-to-goodness Scam Nation episode. Just a straight-up, and not with Josie, and not edited by Brian. This one's real good. Now, all you people who are like, bring back classic old school, guess what we're going to do? We're going to learn the exact trick that Joe Diamond did on Penn & Teller's Fool Us. It's freaking great. It is a great episode. It's super solid. All I have to do is record the wrap-up for it, which I'll do right here. But we'll do that later on. So I will see you guys for the premiere of that episode in a few hours. Until then, I will resolve the evening to its tidings and bid you a fond adieu. We'll see you guys tomorrow and later today. Taylor Latest, I don't know the time, unfortunately.